Hello, my pretties. This is a very special live feed of my guitar improvisation tonight. So I'm gonna improvise over a song by a local artist here in Kenosha. Her name is Miss B. Haven. I will put a link in the comments, the description area, so you can find her. If you're having a hard time, let me know. I'll make sure you can locate her online. She's a really impressive musician. I'll give you the backstory after I play the song. I've never improvised over this before, so my first time improvising over this is going to be right here, live, on the live feed, so no pressure. And it's going to be great, I have no doubt. So I played just enough of it here so I could get the key that they're in, which wasn't hard. It's pretty simple to get that. They're in B minor, which is also F sharp, Phrygian harmonic minor, dominant. And with her chromaticism in some of these chords, that's going to be a beautiful mode to play in, I think. I'll find out for sure. All right, so without further ado, I'll get into the backstory after I play this. Let's get going with it. Here we go. Hopefully the levels are okay. So here's the backstory as promised. So her name is Miss B. Haven. That tune is called Gemini. You can find it on YouTube. I think she told me Spotify. Check her out. But here's the backstory. So I don't know her that well personally. She seems like a real free-spirited person, which I love that. But I know her more as a musician because I've seen several of her shows, her performances, and she plays a ton of different instruments. She's kind of like Prince, right? And she's got a real tasteful knack for songwriting and overall musicianship. She's pretty talented. I think she also does lessons here in town as well. So it's pretty cool that she's like local to me. And so tonight I was at this microbrewery called Rustic Road, and there was a song that came on. I'm like, Sabrina, the bartender, who is this? And she's like, it's Misbehave, it's her. It's what? Really? No way. And then got her attention, and Misbehaving is like super happy that I was excited about her music. And I'm asking about how to find it and this and that. So I found it. Here it is. I'm like, I'm going to improvise over this because as I was listening to this gorgeous song play, I've got all these melodies in my head. So I just did that just now, and that was my first ever time improvising over the top of it, ever. And I just heard it for the first time tonight. In fact, I'm going to play more. I'm going to do that song again after I'm finished with this little backstory here. And maybe I'll do it a couple more times, and that's all I'll play tonight on tonight's live feed. Maybe I'll tag her in and she can see this, and hopefully she digs it. And hopefully she doesn't get pissed off at me for butchering her song or something, but I think it'll be cool. And there's one other interaction I had with her a while ago, a year or so ago, a year and a half ago maybe. I was at this place called Creative Space here in Kenosha, and I was just goofing around on their like in-house acoustic guitar. Nobody was really there except a few people doing artistic stuff, and I'm just sort of noodling around on it, some jazz lines, and Misbehaving shows up and she starts telling a story. And for whatever rhyme or reason, I have no idea why, I just decided to play with her story, like this walking bass, like chorded jazz piece, all on guitar, so like solo guitar, but I'm doing like the walking bass line and the chord structure, just improvising. And as she's telling this story, I'm sort of mimicking what the story sounds like musically. And then she's feeding off that energy, and I'm feeding off her energy. And part of it is actually on video, and it's on my YouTube channel somewhere. I'm sure I could probably find it based on keyword search. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I'll find it and I'll send you the link. But that was kind of a sort of a cute, random moment of spontaneity there. And that's my only other interaction I really have with Misbehaving. But let me do that tune again. Improvise and see what it sounds like the second time around. For you theory nerds out there, so that song is in B minor, and because of its chromaticism in some of the parts, it laid the groundwork for playing a lot of this in, or at least some of it, a good portion of it, in the relative Phrygian mode, but not just Phrygian, the Phrygian dominant harmonic minor, which is F sharp Phrygian dominant harmonic minor. So it has a flat second from the F sharp and a raised major third, which gives it a really cool, exotic, very interesting sound. A lot of Egyptian and Arabic music is played with that mode. And so I was going back and forth between like the minor position and the Phrygian dominant harmonic minor, and some other modes too, also some full diminished stuff, but I think some relative major would sound really cool over that minor. So I'm going to make sure I hit some of that this next time around when I improvise. And the relative major, Ionian major, would be D. So yeah, D, Ionian major. And I'll hit the other ones too, Lydian, Mixolydian. And I'll just, I think I'm going to experiment more with this one. The last one was just like getting my feel and sticking to that groove, which happened to be playing in the Aeolian minor as well as the relative Phrygian dominant harmonic minor. This time around, I'm going to experiment more, and hopefully it'll still be just as tasteful and cool sounding. Lisa, it's a request for you to be on video with Tom. Wow, no kidding. Split screen. Actually, I don't know what a join request. I don't know what that is either. I love your Warlock. Thank you. I love this Warlock too. It's 7 strings, so I got more notes. 25 frets, so more notes both up and down. Pretty cool. So let's do this beautiful song, this beautiful, interesting, very well-written song. Misbehavin' has just a really good, tasteful ear for good music. As do I, because it takes one to know one. Indeed. All right, let's go. Try to do a different start this time, too. Let's see here. That is so good. I really enjoyed that the second time. So this time around, I did include some major stuff over the relative minor. Sounded pretty cool, but man, the best mode for this, the two modes, is minor, Aeolian, and Phrygian, and then alternating between the harmonic minor and the natural minor. It just, God, that squeezes out so much emotion over this song. It's really good. It's a blast to solo over it. So, I'm going to do it again. Loving the serenade. Well, thank you. I love serenading you. Sounds awesome. Thank you, Asta. Sounds cool, Tom. Thank you, Natasha. My favorite vacation destination, really, was it Egypt or somewhere out in the Middle East? Lisa, I think that's the only... Oh, Southern California, so I meant maybe we're talking about that. Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to do that one again, and then... Actually, I think I'm going to do this song one more time, and then I'm going to do one of my favorites, just because that's where my brain wants to go. This is now one of my favorites. In fact, I'm going to add it to my favorites. How about that? But an old favorite after this one. So a good mix between new and old favorites. So let's try this song again, and I'll try to play it. I'll challenge myself to play it very differently than I did the first 2 times. And we'll see what we come out with. Okay?
She shows me things that she sees in a different way.
Okay, now I'm going to do an old favorite. So before I do the old favorites, a little bit more theory. So it's a tune that's in B minor, and I used a lot of the relative Phrygian dominant harmonic minor, which is F sharp, and a little bit of the relative Ionian major, which is D major. And I experimented with other modes too, and some full diminished stuff, and it's beautiful. I also do a lot of weird bendy stuff. My guitar playing is very unorthodox. The bends, for example, is very unorthodox. I will start with a wrong note and sharply bend up or down to the correct note, and then back down to the wrong and then up to the correct, and this weird, all kinds of really cool, exotic, tasteful stuff, in my opinion, anyway, tasteful. Another thing is my vibrato. So I don't like a lot of guitar player vibrato. My vibrato is mostly influenced by violinists as well as some singers. But most guitar players do not inspire my vibrato. The ones that do inspire my vibrato are typically guitar players that love violin music and love singers with really great vibrato. So that's where I'll show you this here. So, love that. A lot of control over that. Thank you, Charity. I love the white guitar too. I have another one. They're identical twins except the color, but the black, it doesn't stand out as much when I play it because I wear mostly black, so if I ever wear mostly white, I'll get this one out. But they've got the same exact specs, 7 strings, 25 frets, Warlock, floating bridge, the black widow headstock, everything except the color. So I call them the politically correct identical twins. One black, one white. Pretty cool. Just found a new teacher. Really cool. I'm actually going to get back into my drum lessons. Awesome. Way to go, man. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to do another tune now once I pull up the track that I actually want. Let's see here. Go to my favorite jam tracks. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope you check out Miss Behaven's stuff. After this video is over, I will make sure I add her link in the comments, as well as I will update the description to include her link. All right, let's see here. Here's the one I want. All right. This one is dominantly done on piano, as you can tell. Salt and pepper. What's that? Nice, Tom. Thank you. All right, cool. Oh, we got an international audience here today. Got some friends from South America. Friends from South America? Cool. Speaking of that, I've really gotten into Latin music this year, along with the Latin dancing that I'm doing with bachata and salsa. And I got this here beautiful guitar. I call it a Spanish guitar, even though it's not technically a Spanish guitar, but Spanish music sounds really cool on that thing, and it's so aggressively passionate. I'm an aggressively passionate and sensual man, so naturally I love that kind of stuff. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. The black and white guitar. Okay, here's the next tune. This is an old tried but true favorite. I've done this one before, but I'll play it differently than I've ever played it before because that's what freestyle improvisational music is. It's a dance, really, and I love dancing. So let's dance. that a beautiful piece? That is my favorite all-time backing track. I play that more than any of them. So now I'm gonna play, I don't know, something more random. Maybe something I haven't done in a while. All right, here's one called... All right, this one is in major. I haven't done one in major yet. And typically if I play relative minor stuff over the major, it makes it sound more interesting. It's all about context. It's all about context. Amazing, awesome. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it very, very much. All right, here's another tune. Oh, wait a second. I'll do the major one next. I'm gonna do, this one is a piano backing track. I don't remember this one, so it'll be like I'm playing it for the first time. It'll be great. So here it goes. Accompanying a piano. Let's go. I'm excited. Are you excited? Comment. Tell me how excited you are on a scale of 1 to 10. That goes to 11. Let's try this out. It's very emotional and dark, depressing. I love it. I love depressing music. Do you love depressing music too? I sure do. was it. Ooh, that's beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna do the one that's in a major key. Wow, amazing. Emotionally romantic. Yes, emotionally romantic. That describes me. It has a poetic sadness to it, which I do enjoy. Thank you, Kelly. All right, let's do another one. This one's going to be in a major key, the first one of the night, maybe the only one of the night, but it's all about context. I'll add, well, we'll see. I'm just going to feel, and I hope you continue to feel with me. Here goes. This one's, instead of piano, it's acoustic guitar in C major. cool. I really enjoyed that one. And it was in a major key. So for that one, I did play a lot with the major key of C major, but I also played a fair amount with the relative A Aeolian minor. And let's see, E Phrygian, because I love the Phrygian mode. And I did some Lydian and Mixolydian stuff in there too, if I remember correctly. It was a fun tune. A lot of focus on melody, some shredding, but even the shredding parts resolved to melody as well as vibrato. And vibrato is going to be common in all of my music. So with a lot of guitar players, it's either full-on shred and no interesting phrasing and nuance and vibrato, or it's interesting nuance and vibrato and phrasing but no shred. And me being the ambitious person that I am, I gotta have it all. So I am very proud of the fact that I shred like there's no tomorrow, but I also add context to the shredding with the vibrato and the phrasing and the nuance and the very melodic parts. It makes the shredding parts seem more shreddy and just sound cooler. And then the shredding parts makes the opposites sound cooler. So those opposing opposites in contrast really add value to the other. And I think that's why from the beginning I wanted to just know it all, but know it all extremely well. And a lot of guitar players don't have that, but some do. And those are the ones I look up to the most. Looks like a few others liked that one a lot too, the one that I just did, so very cool. Do I want to do any more tonight? That might be the last tune. Sort of looking around. I don't think I really want to do another one. Yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. Thanks for being here, I appreciate it. And again, I will include the link to Misbehaving Stuff in the comments or the description or both, so you can find it. If you don't see it, just let me know. I'll make sure you got the link. Because her music is really good, so you should check it out and subscribe to her and all that stuff. Have a good night, everyone. Mwah.